leverage the excitement and the pride that we just felt in this micro moment. And let's use this opportunity to start relevant conversations within your local markets. Social media is today's way of networking. It's the accepted way to build and strengthen relationships and attract new business with today's consumer. Did you know that globally, 46% of consumers with a digital device use social media to help make a purchase decision? That there are 7 billion people on this planet. 5 billion own a cell phone, and 4 billion own a toothbrush. Think about that.
5 billion people on a cell phone.
Good, huh? I'm assuming everyone here is in the toothbrush category. We'll go with that. That 1 in 3 Americans are now watching videos on their smartphones, and another 100 million on tablets. Spotify has over 75 million listeners, and Netflix over 69 million subscribers. Like this transformation that we're seeing in media consumption, from traditional vehicles such as newspapers, radio, and TV, to digital media on computers, smartphones, iPads, and tablets, the C21 brand is also at a defining moment in its history. As the J.D. Power recognition affirms, you are now favored over the competition as the brand of choice for real estate consumers. So give yourselves another round of applause. And as Rick reported on day 1, our growth is poised to continue on its upward trajectory. So from a marketing standpoint, our objective is simple. We're here to help drive growth for you within your local markets. It's that simple. So today, I'd like to talk about 3 key areas. The programs we'll continue doing, the areas we'll be enhancing, and what we'll be adding. So first up, here's a list of what we'll continue doing. Many of you have told me that smarter, bolder, faster resonates both with you and with consumers in your local markets. So good news, smarter, bolder, faster is not going anywhere, and it will be our message in 2016. We will continue our iconic media strategy, featuring the brand in high-profile live television events. So consumers watching these events will see iconic brands like Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's, and C21. And this week, coinciding with the spring selling season, C21 spots are airing on the NCAA Men's Basketball National Championships. And I know some people have already commented they've seen the spots. We're on tonight, tomorrow night, next weekend, and in each Final 4 games. So let's all tune in. And I know Michigan State lost last night, so your brackets might be busted. Woo! Miami's still in it, so I'm cheering for Miami. But that's not all. Your ads will also be on the Billboard Music Awards and the Academy of Country Music Awards. So watch for those too. Now you may be asking yourself, how does this impact me in my local markets? Well, these ads put you, the agent, in front of consumers in a relevant, fun, and engaging way. This year we'll also continue to sponsor the U.S. soccer teams. We'll continue to drive leads to your local offices. As innovators who saw the coming explosion of both mobile and online advertising, our vision has paid off. We're now closing in on providing you with 2 million leads annually. We'll continue to provide robust and relevant tool sets, such as the new Toolkit CMA, to help you win more listings in your local markets. And I've heard that we've had hundreds of people already sign up in the expo this week, so I'm really happy to hear that. With the rollout of the Zap platform that began last year, We have an SEM co-op program that will be coming shortly, and we expect conversion rates to continue to increase, leading to more business for you. Next, let's take a look at the key areas we've had in place and will be enhancing. One, we're increasing our efforts around the fast-growing Hispanic segment. And two, we'll be amplifying our PR strategy. In the few months I've been here, it's become obvious to me that we have an amazing culture. Let's use that culture to make sure that we're really telling our story to both the industry and to your consumers. As a matter of fact, let's not only tell our story, let's make sure that we yell it to our audiences. We'll also be evolving our social strategy. We want to own the social airwaves. If there's a discussion happening about real estate, we're going to be part of that conversation. We'll also look to start conversations. We'll be interacting where and when consumers go first when they have a real estate need. Third, we'll be adding a holistic strategy to engage with millennial customers. These first-time home buyers are such an important segment for you to build relationships with now and for years to come. And to round out our new areas of focus, we'll be adding new content development and digital media. So we have lots of great plans in place for our marketing efforts this year. But most importantly, let's talk about what all of this means to you. How these activities will help you nurture your relationships, build your sphere of influence, and drive growth in your local markets. So, why are we increasing our efforts around the fast-growing Hispanic segment? Well, if the U.S. Hispanic population were a country, it would rank as the 12th largest economy in the world. And from a real estate standpoint, the Urban Institute projects that through 2030, more than half of all new homeowners will be Hispanic. Plus, they're the fastest growing segment within the millennial population. So, good news. We have a new Hispanic marketing agency to help you better reach this important segment. You can now download, activate, and use an array of products available in Spanish, including new print ads, flyers, drip campaigns, and we've just relaunched our Spanish language C21 Facebook and Twitter pages. Also, since soccer is such a great marketing platform to build deep and long-lasting emotional connections with the Hispanic market, we will be advertising in the 2016 Centennial Copa America soccer tournament.
Hell yeah.
Our Spanish language commercials will be airing during Univision's broadcast of this historic event, which will be played on U.S. soil for the first time. Plus, as a sponsor of U.S. Soccer, your name and your brand will continue to be part of the world's most viewed and heavily participated in sport on the planet. And while running a national campaign provides the platform, we want to provide you with ways that you can bring this excitement and energy to your local markets. Look, this is really where the rubber meets the road, and where you take our brand image to your community, and better yet, build business opportunities. I think all of you know, if you control the listing, you control the market. So this spring, we're bringing back our National Listing Campaign Goal, short for Go Out and List. As you know, offices that increase their listings by 10% from April 1st through the end of May will automatically be entered to bring 2 World Cup champions, Megan Klingenberg and Kristen Press, to your local communities. This event is a fun, exciting, and culturally relevant way to enhance your brand preference, secure media exposure, and best of all, attract new business. As you know, real estate is all about local relationships and referrals. And a great way many system members are already meeting new prospects is by sponsoring youth soccer teams or leagues. This opens up a variety of opportunities to create relationships throughout the season and network with those soccer moms, dads, grandparents. So with these national marketing programs and online advertising efforts, offer you the opportunity to take national programs and events to the local level. So too does a public relations effort. In 2015 alone, telling your stories resulted in nearly 5 billion Century 21 impressions. The good news is, as a Century 21 system member, our national programs allow you to easily employ traditional PR at no cost that your competitors pay thousands of dollars to secure. In fact, sometime today or when you get back home, go to the PR Studio tool on 21 Online and distribute our 2016 Global Conference template to your local media. Let's start earning impressions and increasing brand preference on the local level. In today's digital world, it's also important to think about PR, in addition to standing for public relations, as meaning positive reviews. Knowing that consumers trust recommendations from a third party, we'll be entering into 2 key partnerships in the second half of this year to help us establish a competitive edge in today's noise-filled internet. First, we'll be working with prominent online influencers, people with followings in the millions, who will share our messaging with their fan bases and serve as third-party validators. Think of them as positive review ambassadors for our brand. What does this mean for you? Well, according to Nielsen, an influencer recommendation is trusted by more than 80% of consumers worldwide. Second, we'll be inviting millennials and first-time buyers to engage with us in conversations both online and offline. Robert Iger, chairman and CEO of the Walt Disney Company, in commenting on video streaming said, "There's a general sense that the world is headed in this direction. I'm committed to the successful execution of our core strategic priorities, the creation of high-quality, branded content and experiences, the use of technology, and creating growth in international markets." We couldn't agree more. With faster internet speeds and the increasing adoption of mobile devices, digital media and the access to live and on-demand video wrapped in a social experience is truly taking over. Think about this for a minute. YouTube attracts more than 1 billion users a month, almost 1/3 of everyone on the internet. And it's the second most often used search engine, right behind Google. Digital streaming is now the preferred way to view video content, and its impact is expected to continue to grow. So we are going to put you right there where millennials and first-time buyers connect and build emotional ties with brands. This year, Century 21 commercials will be placed on digital streaming on sites such as Hulu, ESPN, and the Wall Street Journal online. As I emphasized when I began, we're here to help you drive growth in your local markets, to plug in, interact, and earn the trust and affinity of real estate consumers who will have the greatest impact on your business today and in the years to come. The first-time buyers, millennials, and multicultural home buyers and sellers. So before we get to our first Living Agenda question for today, I'd like to bring up my leadership team, who together with their teams will bring these programs to life.